save for last, so we should see a jungler come through now. Sejuani is a possibility. Maybe even the Ivern. Perhaps it's a little bit too much on the... we talked about the Maokai earlier. There's going to be the lock-in. You are now kind of looking at maybe an AD mid laner. If they go for AP, it's a lot of magic damage on the side of Weibo. Into Galio, that's not ideal. But, like, I guess it's going to be a Tristana.
I think it has to be a Galio top at this point.
Yep.
This would be bold.
That would be interesting. Drawing some inspiration from
the VCS,
Yam, perhaps.
This is the champion that can be disrupted.
Orianna
instead going to be the option here. So likely we need AD in the jungle pool, and this
Nocturne.
is quite a combo in terms of disrupting the long-range threat that Weibo have brought to the table.
Now, we've been seeing at the World Championship teams utilize Nocturne's ultimate very effectively to create surprise engages so that champions can find good flanks even in warded up areas. And when you pair that with a Rel and a Galio, you can see how powerful the engage tools really are. Meanwhile, so for those that don't understand, G2 have this great kind of wombo combo set up with the team fight. The Orianna Nocturne is a very lethal combo that has easy access onto the backline. Meanwhile, Weibo, they have similar team fighting strengths. We already talked about the zone control that Rumble and Jhin together provide, but when you throw in a Maokai to boot, like around objectives, it becomes very difficult to approach or even start one just because of how much space Weibo can occupy. Tristana and Jhin going to be offering a lot of consistent DPS in the later game fights, and even after the nerfs, I think that Tristana is still a fine champion. But yeah, there's a lot of damage on the side of Weibo, that's for sure. We'll see if G2 can weather the storm and how this early game is going to play out, because we've had mixed performances from Weibo.